Hey, what's up everybody? This is Robert Wagner, the Rockin' Realty guy, and I wanted to do a quick video for the new real estate agents or the agents that are going to be getting their license or whatever. You know, one of the interesting things whenever you're going to become a real estate agent is you have to pick a brokerage to put your license with. You know, you got to pick like a Remax or a Keller Williams or a Coldwell Banker or whatever the thing is. And, you know, whenever that time comes to pick one, a lot of times people will go and they'll talk to a couple of different people, a couple of different brokerages, and find out, well, what do they have to offer you? What are they going to give you? How much is the commission splits? Is there training? You know, that whole thing. And one of the most important things, in my opinion, that you need to pay attention to is how do they allow you to brand yourself as a real estate agent? And here's kind of what I mean. A lot of these companies, what they'll do is, as a part of joining their company, they'll say, well, you know, we will give you yard signs, you know, for sale signs. We'll give you business cards. We'll give you a website, whatever it is. They'll give you these things at no cost to you, which is a good thing as far as the financial aspect of it, right? But from a branding standpoint, you know, if you're a new agent trying to make a name for yourself, those free signs and that free website doesn't really do you any good, because chances are those the signs are just going to say your company name and phone number. The business cards are going to have your picture on it, but it'll be very heavily branded for your company. These things are very good on a cost basis. They are not good on a branding basis. You know, if you're at that company that's giving you those signs and giving you all that stuff for 5 years, versus if you joined a company that didn't give you signs, you had to buy your own signs, you had to buy your own business cards, your own website, but when you bought those things, you could brand them with your name, your slogan, your logo, whatever it is. Let's say you did that for 5 years versus 5 years of the freebie stuff where you're essentially branding your company name. Do you think that you would be further along in your real estate business in 5 years by having created and developed your own brand? Or do you think you'd be further along as a real estate agent and your name getting out there if you used the free stuff, essentially branding your office instead of yourself? And I tell you, you know, it's interesting because I'm not saying that one way or the other is the right thing to do. I mean, there is value to picking an office that will give you that stuff, especially if you're a new agent, right? You you know, it costs you nothing. If you put a house on the market, they'll give you the sign, and that's great. Now, with that office, you can always down the road buy your own stuff, right? You can still buy your own signs, do whatever, but just keep in mind that if you're continuously using the free stuff from your office, it's not doing you as a real estate agent any good for developing your brand and developing your name. Whereas if you're investing money in your own signs, if you're investing money in your own brand, there is value to that in a long-term situation. 5 years, 10 years from now, you could really have a name built up for yourself if you're willing to invest that money. So, new agents, it's just something to think about. I know that the allure of free signs is fantastic, or business cards or whatever, but at some point, you're probably going to want to start investing your own money into these things and start building up your name. Because in the end, your company does not make you successful. People will not hire you predominantly because of the company. They're going to hire you because of you. So you've got to start developing who you are and what it is that you do. And that's it, guys. Hey, if you are a new agent, drop me a line. I'd like to hear how things are going, when you're planning on getting licensed. And I'll be glad to offer you any advice that I can, because I was there once. That's it, guys. I'll catch you later.